Over the past 7 years in my undergrad and postgraduate degrees, and now at med school, I've studied for thousands of hours. And now I've figured out how to study during exam season without burning out. So I'll go through how you can do the same. And based on the ICD definition, I've split the video to deal with energy-related burnout and burnout associated with a negative feeling of what you have to do, which in our case are exams. So first, I won't tell you to manage your energy by studying for only 1 hour and then taking a break. Because what you should do is use a personalized approach. And this is by applying the law of diminishing returns. The idea is, as you keep doing the same thing for a long time, the productivity will decrease. For example, if you study for 5 hours, the first 2 hours will be more productive than the next 2, and the 5th hour would be the least productive and where you'll start to burn out. So you want to stop studying just before your productivity drops because of low energy. And there's a simple way to know when this is for you. Every 30 minutes during your study sessions, write down how much you get done and do this for the whole day. For example, in the first 30 minutes of a study session, you might get through 30 pages of notes. In the next 30 minutes, 20 pages, and in the 30 minutes after that, only 5. Mark down at which 30-minute interval you have this massive drop, and this is where you should have your break. This helps you regain the energy before the next study session, instead of hitting your breaking point where it becomes hard to recover your energy. And this leads to the next point that's going to help you effectively recover the energy you lose from studying, because studying does take a lot of effort. But before I carry on, I want to emphasize why energy management is important. The way I see it is, study productivity is a result of the energy you have and the quality of your study techniques. So if you have a lot of energy, then you'd get more done in your study session. So you want to maintain a high level throughout the day. And one of the best ways to do this is by using the Eisenhower matrix. This involves grouping everything you have to do into tasks that are either urgent, important, both, or neither. A mistake students make during exam season is jumping straight into the deep end and staying there for too long, being that they stick to the urgent and important tasks for the whole day and ignore the rest for later. But this is what drains your energy. So what you should do is create a balance. When you have the most energy in the day, do an urgent and important task, which might be studying for a few hours. And when you start losing energy, move on to doing an important but non-urgent task that replenishes energy. For me, that's usually going to the gym or practicing the piano. Cycle through this grid so that your energy goes up and down in waves, making a realistic routine that you can stick to, because it maintains your energy throughout the day to get on with your tasks instead of burning out too early. But you might be thinking, what can replenish your energy if you don't go to the gym or practice the piano? So the thing is, to recover your energy, you do need to put in some effort. For example, it's why scrolling on your phone as a break doesn't make you feel recovered. There's no real effort involved. But there's very simple things you can do to feel energized, such as making the effort to go for a walk to get some sunlight, or even doing a few stretches. But because it's exam season, I get that you might just want to stay at your desk. So one thing that energizes me and keeps my mind engaged this exam season is Brilliant, the best online learning platform where you learn by doing, with thousands of interactive lessons in maths, data analysis, programming, and AI. Brilliant is the opposite of mindless scrolling because it helps you build real knowledge in minutes a day, making it perfect for busy students and a good fit for your Eisenhower matrix. For example, I use Brilliant before I start a study session because it reduces any resistance I have to sit down and study thanks to its interactive approach, which also makes studying more enjoyable. And because it combines critical thinking with the benefits of visual learning, it's an effective way to learn more about your interests without dedicating hours. And Brilliant has something for everyone, especially since there's new lessons added every month. For example, a very relevant course is one on how large language models like ChatGPT work, because it provides hands-on experience with real language models so that you can understand how they build their vocabulary and become as advanced as they are today, and even teaches you how to effectively use them to generate outputs, whether that's a cover letter or practice questions. This fun and engaging way to learn is part of why I use Brilliant every day. So to enjoy learning and energize your study sessions, try everything Brilliant has to offer free for a full 30 days by visiting brilliant.org/Salim Ahmed or click the link in the description. You'll also get 20% off an annual premium subscription. So now you can maintain your energy to avoid burnout, but you need to manage burnout associated with a negative mindset towards your tasks, such as studying. And I noticed that for most students, the negative mindset that causes us to burn out is a result of being too focused on exams because we lose sight of the bigger picture. So what you need to do is build a positive mindset for why you study. And I know people usually say to ignore the end goal and focus on the small steps you can take, but it helps to remind yourself of your dream goal, because a lot of you study and subscribe to my channel not just because you want to pass your exams, but because you have something bigger you want to achieve, whether that's to become a doctor or something else. So don't lose sight of why you're studying. Remind yourself by writing down why you want to do well in your exams, and make yourself aware that doing them is going to help you to get one step closer to the end goal of yours. And the next point is again personalized to you, so I'll ask a question. What does self-care mean to you? I know you can't genuinely say that going on your phone makes you feel happy, because when have have you ever felt happy after spending an hour scrolling on your phone? Students seem to neglect their own health, and that leads to a problem where even if you do well for an exam, you feel chronically stressed, so you can't relax or feel happy after. So what you need to do is practice active well-being. This is doing what your body and mind needs so that you can feel better, and usually they're the simple things. For me, that's getting a good night's sleep, having a healthy balanced diet, and just going out and breathing air. We weren't built to sit inside and do the same thing all day every day. Prioritizing your core needs is going to reduce our stress so that you're less likely to get burnt out and appreciate the results you get, so that you can sustainably continue with studying for the years to come and not just for a few exams. But now, in the days leading up to your exams, you want to make as much use of the little time you have left without the risk of burning out just before you do your exams. So in this video here, I talk about the best way to use your time to study just before your exams so that you can guarantee the grades you need to achieve. So click the video to learn more.